Today, we examine what Nigeria may be missing in the global MICE economy. That's meetings, incentives, conferences, and exhibitions, and what it would take for cities like Lagos and Abuja to compete globally. Well, joining me now for this conversation, we have Mr. Demola Sonia as the President, Nigeria-Britain Association, and SCAL Nigeria, and he joins me right here in the studio. It's great to have you, sir. Good morning.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
So we have the Africa CEO Forum. That's happening. Started yesterday. Okay. But guess where it's happening? Okay, in Kigali. Right. And we see most of the global conferences, they mostly choose Kigali, Cape Town, Dubai, Nairobi, Casablanca, when they want to have most of these top conferences so far. So why do you think Nigeria is struggling to get some of these conferences here? I believe we have fantastic event places and all of that.
Yeah, contrary to what is out there, thank you for that question. Contrary to what is out there, we're doing quite a bit, but we're not just doing as much as we should be doing.
Right, it's about 2%.
Yeah, I mean, we could do much more better.
Right.
At the moment, the constraint has just been around security risk, infrastructural gap, international perception, and a lot of bureaucracy hurdles. Those are the conditions or the parameters that have hindered our growth in that area. Abuja has had a lot of conferences, and if I really want to put it clear out there, I stand to be corrected. Most African presidents have visited Abuja. You will agree with me. At the conference center, staying at the Transcorp Hilton, but we could do better. And the international perception is not doing us any good at all. So what it means is that we need to work better on putting out a narrative that shows that Nigeria is the essence to bring MICE into Nigeria, bring in MIC tourism. Conferences can hold here. We have a hotel conference center.
Right.
I mean, the biggest event in Lagos has taken place there, and I don't see why we don't continue in that trajectory.
So, definitely, we know as a country, we have a particular segment, the average man on the street, and, different countries have different mindset, when it comes to the locals. Does that have anything to do with, attracting some of these global conferences? Do they care about the mindset of the people that live in that country? Because as a foreigner, if you go into the streets of Lagos now, the chances you might not have the best experience, depending on where you go. Not saying it's everywhere, but there's some parts that you might struggle with.
To be honest, there is something that plays good for us in Nigeria. We are assumed to be one of the happiest people around the world.
See that. Yeah, we're quite happy.
The story around a little jollof rice brought a lot of interest around Nigeria. Dirty December brought a little bit of awareness to the rest of the world concerning Nigeria. We just need to harness some of these things to become a holistic resource, to be honest. The local community matters in every event you do. For anyone to come into your company, into your country, or into your space for any tourism event, they want to feel comfortable. They want to be. I've been to places where you have police officers trained only to attend to tourists. So they know. You drop anything on the streets, they will keep it and you come back and pick it. They know what to tell every tourist that come into the area because they know that they don't know anything and they want to feel comfortable. And for any tourist that feels good about coming to your community, they will always return. What that means is return spending, inflow will continue.
Okay, so definitely let's see why conference tourism matters at this point, because fine, we get it. Your country is chosen for a big conference. Why does it really matter? If they do it elsewhere?
conference tourism is one spectrum of a total tourism. You've got medical tourism, you've got sport tourism. It's just like saying, why do people bother about sport tourism in Nigeria? Do you know what it does when you host? I remember when we hosted the Olympics in Nigeria. Sorry, I take that back. The Junior World Cup in Nigeria. How many people came? What was spent in Nigeria? Of course, it matters to people to hold conferences, to have conferences in your country. For instance, if you want to hold a conference in Nigeria, you need to let people know that they'll be safe when they come. You need to let them know that there's connectivity of flights.
Even if they're walking in the streets.
It should be okay.
Densely populated streets.
And what we need to do is orientation for our citizens to say, these visitors that are coming in is the potential business for you.
So you have to be on your best behavior.
Yes.
As a citizen of the country.
Totally. When Calabar started Calabar tourism, every single person in that city has something to sell. It's either you're taking part in the regalia or you're selling something. Within that month of December, it is fun fair in that city, and everybody goes back home happy.
All right. So looking at the MICE industry now, talking about meetings, incentives, conferences, and exhibition, the industry estimated global value $650 billion to about $700 billion. Is that correct?
In 2023, there was about 11.7 trillion globally.
Globally?
Globally. 11.7 trillion. Countries like South Africa, Rwanda, Morocco, Egypt, even Uganda is targeting $100 million in 2030 from MICE tourism. Those are inflow of effects into any community. Let me quickly run you through just a bit of a deviation into what Dirty December has done to Lagos. We have not put it into real time on figures of what Forex has come into this country, but over 1.2 million people came into Lagos in December. None of them will have come in with less than $200.
And I like that kind of dollars because when it comes in, it stays.
It stays.
It doesn't have to.
It stays.
It's not hot
in
money.
your economy. And people go back happy, and they're planning to come back again.
So, as a country now, looking at our ranking in Africa, I guess we're ranked 14th. About that level, then the likes of South Africa, Rwanda, Kenya, Morocco, Egypt, Ghana, they're leading.
Even Rwanda is about the third position at the moment.
Third position. So, looking at these countries leading now, what do we have to do, starting from the government side of things and as a people, to attract these conferences?
The government needs to make policies and support, provide infrastructures that will make it easy for people to come and have events here. Create incentives. Singapore creates incentives. If an airline knows that there are a lot of people that keeps coming to Nigeria for MICE, what they will do is create special packages for people coming within those periods. Yeah? And as long as the government puts policies in place, people will thrive within that policy. At the moment, do we have a desk in the airport that attend to tourists? I'm not talking of returnees coming back home. I'm not talking of people coming to visit their family. I'm talking of an individual just coming from somewhere in the world and wants to come and do something in Nigeria, comes to visit Nigeria. Do we have a desk where they could just come in and talk to somebody and say, I want to go around the city? Right. And there'll be somebody to take them around. Those are potentials that can earn us as much effects. We are underestimating it, sincerely.
Right, and definitely, I guess it's time to move away from concentration on oil and other of these commodities and look at, the tourism side of things.
If today we put it in a circle and leave oil in one circle and create another circle to put agriculture, put mineral resources, put tourism, those three together will overwhelm oil.
Fantastic. That's what I want to see at this point. Thank you so much, Mr. Demola Sonia, as the president of Scar, Nigeria. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you very much.
On the show today. It was great having you. Thank you so much, sir.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you.